evening, and thank you for choosing Two Works for You. I'm Vincent Hill. This is the first weekend for Tulsa's new mask ordinance. Minors in religious buildings are exempt from that rule. Two Works for You's Dane Hawkins spoke with church leaders who have mixed emotions about what that can mean for their congregation.
In the city of Tulsa, with few exceptions, a mask is now required in grocery stores, shops, and at the gym. Basically everywhere, except where people gather to pray. Masks are optional in churches, mosques, temples, and other places of worship. However,
I know that churches are exempt. I don't think it should require a mask ordinance for houses of worship to take safety very seriously.
Reverend Chris Moore has been conducting services online and has been watching the pandemic developments in Tulsa closely.
I'm very happy that we have a mask ordinance. I'm very happy that the city's doing that.
Mayor G.T. BYNUM says the effects of the ordinance will be apparent soon.
We won't see the impact of this, according to Dr. Dart, for probably a week or two, because it takes that time for the changes we put in place to have their impact and for it to show up in the data.
Those results are also why pastors like Jamal Dyer are also supportive of the ordinance. That's because a steady decline in cases means his congregation will be back in the building.
And it's nothing like family and community, so I definitely am looking forward to being back in the place.
Together again, with a few changes, thanks to the ordinance.
Yeah, we want to wear masks. We want to make sure that we're being safe.
And while there is an understanding of why it's in place, both men hope it's not replaced by something worse, so they can return to their buildings one day.
And what I'm concerned about is that people will put on a mask and that will give them a false sense of security, and they'll then engage in behaviors that are even more dangerous than not having the mask.
We want to make sure that we're not only worrying about ourselves, but also making sure that we're not spreading this disease to our fellow brothers and sisters.
Dane Hawkins, Two Works for You.
All right, Dane, thank you. The mayor says the city council may consider adapting the ordinance in the future to include some exceptions like religious spaces, but that will depend on how the cases trend in the coming weeks.